It's Kali, of course. I hope you know who I am by now. I would be offended if you didn't. And today's topic is joy as medication. Joy, yes, joy. Ever since the Western typical medicine threw me to the curb and they gave me a death sentence, it was about 6 months ago, everything changed. I realized that I had to change. Since they couldn't do anything for me, I had to take my health in my own hands. And I will have a special blog just for that. It's going to be called Nature versus Meds. And we are going to talk about it very detailed because it's been 6 months and I'm still here. They gave me a death sentence. If you remember, I mentioned it before, 6 to 12 months. Well, we are crossing the 6 month now, the 6 month rest point right now. I am not feeling any worse. They expected me to be in excruciating pain. They expected me to really, really have deteriorated. I don't think I have deteriorated. Do I look too deteriorated to you? I have my moments, but then I have been working 16-hour days because, as I said, I took very seriously one thing of all this package that they gave me as a way of surviving. Part of it was, of course, you change your diet, you take supplements, you exercise. I always exercised, but and you have to shift the way you're thinking. You have to take things a little bit lighter. Uh, you you have to be a little bit more optimistic. They're all there. But the most important part of it is that we have to find joy in anything. Little things, big things. Oh boy, that was my biggest difficulty. Because, as I said, I shifted around October when they told me that they couldn't do anything for me. I said, okay, enough. And that's why today, in the middle of work, while we were working, without any cards, without any preparation, with redundancy, constantly, I want to drive this point to you. Please listen. Joy, excitement, whatever you want to call it, try to find it. As I said, my shift took place around October, November, and the very first thing that I realized I could get joy from, derive excitement from, was finding work that I liked. And once I put it out there and I asked God to give me signals, they kept coming. But still, something was still missing. Something that everybody derives joy and excitement from different things. All my life, I was deriving excitement from finding an appropriate male, my yin to my yang. I think that's what it is. The yin is the male, or whatever, one or the other. Uh, I'm one half, he's the other half. I was always finding a lot of pleasure from being with a man. And I'm not just talking just sexually, just their company. I love their energy. I love the male energy. I love the way they think, the way they act. The they just make me feel alive. I joined one of those websites, the dating websites. Many people join more than one. I joined only one. I was thinking all it takes is one man. If I find only one, I went there with no expectations. All I wanted was somebody to keep me company, to be my friend. I wanted some validation that I still have some love left in my heart to give, and I'm still desirable enough to be given love. I guess I needed that. It's at this point I can even tell the difference. It was not narcissism, it was not vanity, it was just a deep need to be loved and to be needed. I needed that warmth, I needed that sense of being loved and being needed, and the other way around. So I joined this place and I started dating men, meeting men. Some of them even flew from other parts of the country to meet me. I think that's rather flattering. Thank you very much. Whoever is watching and sees this, thank you very much for coming to see me and meet me. All of a sudden, I started narrowing the field. And meanwhile, while I was doing that, I was getting little by little excited because I started warming up. I started thawing out because that's what had happened. I had become a pure icicle. Joy couldn't find me even if it came with all cannons blazing and everything. I just I was impenetrable. There was no opening for happiness, joy, anything to get in until I started opening up. That crappy dating line dethroned me or thawed me out. Yeah, that's the expression. So all of a sudden, a Charles showed up for me, and the daily emails became, since I don't know how to type, they became more of a phone calls. They became Skyping instead of once a day. They became twice a day, three times a day, uh, more times a day. Anytime we had a minute, we would call each other like little teenagers. He's a widower. He's younger than me. He's tall, dark, and handsome. And my point is that ever since Charles showed up in my life and narrowed the field, the joy factor became higher. The CA levels, which are the cancer levels, kept falling down. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Nothing else changed. All of a sudden, this person shows up that makes my heart skip a beat, makes me sweat when I listen to his voice, makes me run to the phone and look at the ID number, hoping it's him. I look at his pictures and I break a sweat. And you put all these things together and you see that your CA levels are going down and you're feeling better and you have more energy, you work more, you're more productive, you feel better. Depression is not as unmanageable as it was before. As a matter of fact, it's almost not there because a Charles is there. Are there any guarantees that anything is going to come out of this? No, nobody knows. Right now, as of right now, I found that mystical ingredient that was eluding me for the longest time. So, the reason I stopped everything and I'm talking to you is that, you don't have to be a cancer patient, you can be anybody, but especially for cancer patients, it is imperative that you include it in your diet, in your life change, because we're not talking about something uh, you just change your diet. We're talking about a life style change, the way you think, the way you act, and part of it is that mysterious element of joy. It has to be there. You have to find it. The source of joy can be either in your intellect, in your mind, it will come in your dreams, it will come in your conscious, subconscious, I don't know, or it will be in here. Try to think. Try to think. I invite you all, cancer patients, non-cancer patients, everybody, we all need joy, but especially us who are afflicted. It is part of our medication, and it is an extremely important ingredient of what we do to get better. So I do invite you to go deep in there, or deep in there, whatever it takes, and find it. You must have passion for something. Find a source of happiness. Make your heart skip a beat. Just do it. It is absolutely imperative, and that's why I stopped everything and I came here to tell you this, because I found it and it's helping me. In my blog called Nature versus Meds, which is going to be like a tutorial, whatever you want to call it. It's my experience on how I'm staying alive. Nature versus Meds. It's not up yet. By next week, it will be up. And the other one is going to be when we want to look pretty and prettier for different occasions. I'm going to give tutorials under the name of Meet Me at Beauty World. I will repeat that. I will write about it. So I will remind you all to meet me in both sides. Nature versus Meds, which is mostly for cancer patients, and the other one is for everybody. Of course, I will address the cancer patient needs a little bit more because we have more needs than the average person, but whatever look you want to create, whatever. And oh, that's another source of joy, by the way, to get very pretty for somebody that you want to impress. You want to just send me an email and tell me what you're going to be wearing, what you want to look like, and I will create that look. Nature versus meds for the cancer patients, what they're supposed to be doing to stay alive, or what I'm doing. It doesn't guarantee anything. I'm just going to be sharing what I'm doing. I'm not, I'm disclaiming everything that I know how to keep you alive or heal you or anything like that. Nothing like that. I'm only sharing what I'm saying. That I was supposed to be dead and I'm still here. Live, breathing, talking, doing things, dancing, looking pretty. And the other one is gonna be called Meet Me at Beauty World, where all the products, if they exist, they're going to be on my table. You have my word on it. I will show you because I have them. I have a fetish with that. Therefore, we're gonna have fun. So, until then, try to find joy. Trying to find something to make your heart go ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. And that's not just exercise. That's important too. But until then, I will be looking forward to seeing you the next time. I also want to hear something from you too. I need support too. Come on, people, talk to me. Love you. Bye.